It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
To the yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
39-yard line.
Keep on the ground with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third down, here's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Vikings nothing.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Giants' 22-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Down in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 14, Vikings 2.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 23.
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes to throw once more. Shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. The Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this one through the uprights and good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
As most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Giants.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Man open left side is Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, New York.
To throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, deep ball for Goodwin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. And here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And some room to maneuver. Right in. Touchdown, New York. A.J. Brown, 78 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Vikings 8.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 27, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
On the 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Giants first down.
Right back to him on first down.
They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete right around the 8. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tonight's final score, Giants.
Well, on both sides. fans, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make